We do have to remember that Israel has suffered a shockingly brutal terrorist attack. Hamas is responsible for this conflict and has the right to protect itself in line with international law, as the UN Charter makes clear.
The main policy of these so-called conservative leaders in the West, who are openly Zionist, is to put aside the issue of Palestine in the minds of friends of Palestine, friends of humanity, and Muslim communities, and to cause the Palestinian struggle to fade into oblivion. This is what Western leadership is seeking today.
As the capital of Israel.
I'd like to highlight the magnitude of the tragedy of the occupation of Palestine and the formation of the Zionist tumor in that country. Amongst crimes against humanity in recent times, there is no crime that equals this crime in terms of scope and gravity. The main agents and criminals behind this tragedy are the Western governments and their satanic policies guided by the system of Dajjal.
If there were not in Israel, we'd have to invent one.
It is the best $3 billion investment we make. Were there not an Israel, the United States of America would have to invent an Israel to protect her interest in the region. The United States would have to go out and invent an Israel.
Resolution of the Dutch Committee for Palestine was adopted by 33 votes, 13 against, 10 abstained.
On the day when the governments who had won the First World War, they were very busy carving up West Asia, mainly the Asian territories of the Ottoman Empire. They were looking to distribute among themselves as spoils of war at a Paris conference. These governments felt the need for a safe stronghold in the Middle East in order to guarantee their permanent hegemony. Years earlier, through the Balfour Declaration and the conspiring together with Jewish plutocrats, the British had prepared the ground for the innovation of something called Zionism in order to carry out this big role in the Middle East, and the practical groundwork for the creation of Israel was in place. Finally, after the Second World War, they used this opportunity created by their own negligence and persecution of Jewish people in Europe. They announced the creation of the bogus regime, the nationless Zionist state of Israel, where they'd send the Jewish people from all over the world to live in Israel. They didn't stop there. They funded and equipped the bogus and occupying regime with various kinds of military and non-military tools of power, even with an atomic bomb. This is how far they went. Their plans included growth of this tumor from the Nile to the Euphrates. Today, with the emergence of resistance, the Zionist regime is now encountering problems. Inshallah, the Zionist regime will encounter even more problems in the future for their crimes against humanity.